So now that you've learned how to stretch your hip flexors, let's teach you how to actually strengthen them up. So I want you to start by lying down on the ground in a beautiful neutral position. So relax your back down completely. That's totally released. Bring your pelvis into a good neutral position. Tighten up your tummy, zip and hollow belly button ribs. Remember your pelvic floor. And while we're doing this exercise, try and maintain a neutral position to your pelvis, which means you're not overarching and you're not imprinting. The only reason you can imprint is if your back is in a really bad way, okay? Otherwise, stay neutral. Now, a leg lift. We're going to slide your left leg away from you, keeping your leg nice and straight. Now, tighten up your core, relax those arms, and lift and flex a foot to lower. So you're pointing up and you're flexing down. Now, there's a few things you've got to watch out for here. As you lift that leg, if you can feel your lower back imprinting into the floor and the whole body rocking backwards, you know 100% you've lost your neutral and you're not really engaging into that hip flexor. So I want you to stay in that neutral position, down and up. So you only lift that leg up as high as you can stay in neutral. So if it's to here, that's fine, guys. At least you're working that hip flexor and it's not going into other muscles. So make sure, have a look at your hips. Make sure your pelvis stays still. You've got equal weight going through the hip area and you're not rocking from side to side. So you're going to do the 10, just one more, and then slide that leg up. Slide the other leg away, tighten up your core, lift and lower. And 2, down. 3, zip and hollow belly button scooping. 4. And 5. 6. Now, unable to keep your pelvis neutral, you need to focus on the opposite rib and side of your body firing up. 9. Connect here. 10. And up. Place that foot down. The next exercise, you're going to slide that leg away, float the leg up to wherever you can, flex that foot, keep it flexed now, and lower and lift. Now, if you feel you're strong enough and you've got beautiful control of those hips, then slide the other leg away. Now, this becomes a lot harder and you have to really focus on that core switching on, especially the opposite rib, to keep those pelvises neutral. So every now and again, have a look at your hips. Are they dropping to the one side or are you staying in a nice position? Okay, so just 10 of those. One more, and up, lower it down. Belly button, ribs, use your pelvic floor. Up, flex that foot, down and up. Now, if you are lying with your legs straight, something to watch out for. If the straight leg gets on the ground, slips forward and backwards, you know you are tilting in that pelvis and coming out of neutral. So keep your hips still, keep that leg dead still. That's it. 8 and 9 and 10. Third one, you're going to bring that leg, let's fold that leg in. You can keep your leg straight if you want. Third one, you're going to bring the leg up with a flexed foot. I want you to wrap your bum a little bit so your heel's facing and your toes are out. So not only are you working your hip flexor, but you're working your sartorius as well, which is one of the stabilizers of your hips, your knees. So you're going to lower down and up, and hips, and down and up. So now have a look at your hips. Are they staying neutral? Are they staying still? If you feel you've got this, slide the other leg away from you. That's it. 5. Everything here is really contracted. 6, 7, 8, 9, tighten up, and 10. Beautiful. Swap legs. Point up, flex that foot, wrap, only bring it up as far as you can keep your spine neutral, down and up. 1. Is this leg slipping forward and backwards, or is it still? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work. So 10 of each. When you've got nice and strong, you can actually do each exercise one after the other on a single leg, and you really feel it. If you feel this more in your quad, it's quite normal, guys. Don't worry about it. It just means your quad is overacting and trying to do the work for your hip flexors. So eventually, as you get stronger, you'll feel it in the actual hip itself. For this next exercise, it's quite a bit harder, but it's a really good way to strengthen up your hip flexors. So I'm going to give you 3 options here. Firstly, you're lying with your legs straight. If you do have very tight hips, sore backs, sit up on something high. Get a couple of thick books and sit your bum down on them, or a pillow or something, just to get some height. If you don't need that, but you still feel that you can't do this exercise, the first option, if you're really bad and very weak in hips, put your back up against a wall. Then you can't lean back, okay, and you support it. Secondly, hands next to your side, away from the wall. And thirdly, if you've got really nice and strong and you're able to do this, then arms are out in front of you. So I'm going to do the second one with the hands down on the ground. All you're going to do is tighten up that core really tight, and you're going to lift the one leg up and place it down. Now, it looks so simple, but give it a go. It's a really hard exercise to do without leaning back like that. If you're leaning back, that's serious cheating, guys. 5, 6, 7. So you're going to feel a serious workout going here in the hip. 9 and 10. Beautiful. Other side. 1 and 2. Zip and hollow. 3, 4, 5. No leaning back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now this is really nasty, but it's a very quick way to get those hip flexors stronger. However, if you've got a really nasty back at the moment, give these ones a skip until you've mastered the leg lifts, lying down, and then you come on to this one. The second one of these, once you've mastered it, remember you've got a wall, or you've got your hands or your arms here. But imagine there's a block just here next to your ankle, and you're going to lift it and place it down. Lift, 2, 3, brilliant. 4, remember those hands. Give yourself a little bit of support, but not too much. 6, gently placing that foot down. 8, no leaning backwards, guys. 9, right here. And 10. Fantastic. Okay, other side. Zip and hollow, tight core. Lift, release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stretch it up, 9, and 10. Well done, guys. So those are really good strengthening exercises for the hip flexor. As I said, keep this second one till you're feeling a bit stronger, and once you've mastered lying down, lifting your leg up and down whilst keeping neutral, then you go ahead and do the leg lifts. Give it a go.